Yo people. So, got another one for ya. I think this one is a fairly obvious one. So, let's get straight into it. Amy Winehouse is now Lady Gaga. Now, I just want to say that all of the 27 Club, i.e. all the so-called artists that died at 27, I don't believe any of them are dead. And I'm going to one by one at points do the 27 Club and expose them all. So obviously Amy died supposedly at 27, one of the 27 Club. Now, I wasn't necessarily going to do this one because there's a fair bit on YouTube of this one. I want to expose ones that haven't been done first. But this one's so obvious that I want to expose it because it's going to help people see the others, because some of them are harder to see, whereas this one is, once you start looking at this, it's so obvious. So yeah, Amy Winehouse is Lady Gaga. I mean, you know, when you think about it without even looking at them, they look similar. But yeah, I mean, for me, this is so blatant, you don't need to go deep down the rabbit hole for this one. But anyway, I'll show you the evidence that I've got. So as you can see similar profiles here. But one thing I want to point out straight away is if you look at Lady Gaga's nose here and you look at Amy Winehouse's nose here, Winehouse has got a little bump on her nose. Gaga hasn't got one in this picture. So I just want to point that out before we go any further. But apart from that, as you can see, similar profiles. Look similar. Obviously, she's got her head up, but they look similar from this point. So as I said about the bump on Amy Winehouse's nose, if you look at this picture of Gaga, obviously early on, or the last one is Photoshop, but I'd suggest she's had her nose done. If you look carefully, you can see there's a little bump. So I suggest that she's had her nose done. But that obviously is quite good evidence. Just pointing that out as well, because obviously other pictures you might look at, you could notice that. So as you can see, the bump. So look, these pictures here. I mean, look, you know, just one with blonde hair and one with dark hair. Same makeup, same eyes, same nose, same lips. I mean, it's so blatant. It's so obvious. It's like, how do you not even notice it before? Well, apparently a lot of people have done on the internet. It's been talked about, you know, that why they look the same, you know. I never even thought about it. And I know, obviously, both artists. And I never even thought about it because, you know, this is the rabbit hole. This is the veil lifting. You know, you don't expect that they're going to be... You just accept that these artists die. You know, maybe they were murdered. Maybe they just didn't want the fame. But you don't expect them to come back as another artist. So let's look at some facts. So Amy was born in 1983, 14th of September 1983. Died 23rd of July 2011. And Lady Gaga was born March 1986. So obviously similar age. So Amy dies in 2011, and Lady Gaga releases her album in 2008. But remember, just because she died in 20, it doesn't mean that there wasn't a period where she could have been, you know, preparing for a move into Lady Gaga. So Lady Gaga releases her album in 2008, her first album. But I mean, she didn't really come into fame till Born This Way, which was May 2011. So, you know, when you think about it, her major fame came the same year that Amy Winehouse dies, a month or two before. So that's an easy transition over. So how tall was Amy Winehouse? Well, according to this, 5'3". So how tall is Lady Gaga? So according to this, 5'1.25". So, you know, similar heights. And as I've said on other videos, you know, I don't take these as hardcore truth, because anyone can just put anything online, but, you know, they're a fair guide. So it's something to go by. Now here's something interesting. Mitch Winehouse, Amy's dad, talking about the fact that Lady Gaga might play Amy in a film. So, I mean, you know, there's a blatant link there. This is the kind of thing they do. They link things up, trying to hide the truth in plain sight. Anyone knows anything about the New World Order, Illuminati business, everyone knows that Lady Gaga is one of the ultimate, if not the ultimate, female satanic puppet these days. It used to be Madonna, seems to be now Lady Gaga. I mean, the amount of pictures with her doing Masonic symbolism, I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's just endless, possibly the most out of any of the artists that are part of it. And so here's a picture of Gaga wearing the Masonic black and white checkers. They all do this at some point or other. So here's something interesting. I mean, I've always known about this for years. It makes more sense now. But it's Amy Winehouse on Jonathan Ross show, talking about how she was tried to be made up into a triangle, but she said no. Yeah, okay, Amy. Said no, did ya? Notice that in this, Amy's got her old self, her natural Amy with her hair and her sort of like average looking person. This was before she came out with her Back to Black album and had the big hairstyle and image change and became a big star.
And this surprised me. I only found this out. You're managed by the company you look after S Club 7, you used to look after the Spice Girls, Simon Fuller. Have they tried to mould you in any way, though, if people ask you to do things to change the way you look or speak or behave?
Yeah, one of them tried to mould me into a big triangle shape, and I went, no. Nah, you know, I've got my own style. I've got my own style, and I wrote my own songs, and, you know, if someone has so much of something already, there's very little you can add.
Yeah.
She's got her own style and her own songs, but she then turned into this image. Notice the black and white checks with her big hairstyle, Back to Black. Worked with Mark Ronson and became the big star, because she wasn't a big star at first. And look, she looked sort of average, and then suddenly she became this big star. So she says she wasn't, she got tempted by the Illuminati, but she said no. Let's just say, I think this picture here confirms that she said yes. So for me, this is another definite. I haven't gone as deep into this one as many links, because I felt that it's not needed. I feel it's so obvious. Plus, other people have gone quite deep in other videos. So this is, I drop seeds. If you're querying this, or you think it is or it isn't, go Google it and look for yourself. You know. But for me, it's just another blatant one. None of the 720. I believe none of the 27 Club are dead, and this is just another one of the 27 Club being exposed as another actor in another role. It's all just fake. It's an actor-based reality. So, yeah, I hope this one is an obvious one, helps people wake up. And, yeah, like I said, look into it more. There's more stuff on YouTube. Enjoy the rabbit hole. Peace!